Let's break down the difference between perimenopause and menopause. Both get talked about like they're the same thing, but they're actually very different stages of hormonal changes. Joining me now is Dr. Samira Umat from Longevity Medical, and we're going to explain all of this. So if you're a woman in your 30s, 40s, and you're suddenly feeling maybe anxious, exhausted.
Happens a lot, right?
Yeah,
Just
right?
don't feel like myself anymore.
Okay.
But the thing is, not many women know about it, and certainly they're not asking for help. But what's happening is there's a declination in their hormones, but it's not a smooth decline. It's like a roller coaster going up and down. And the other big misconception is people don't know when it happens. So I think of this as affecting everybody, because every man has a woman in his life, whether it's his mother or his significant other, and it affects them as well. So it's not just a woman's problem, but nobody talks about perimenopause. And the earliest it can strike a woman is when she's not even suspecting it, in her mid-30s. And people think that, okay, it's just a little bit of a period before you go into menopause and then it's done. But it can last up to a decade in a lot of women. And so you go through mid-30s for a 10-year period when you're not sure of what's going on, you're not feeling like yourself, you're tired, you're exhausted, you have night sweats, you have hot flashes, and you go, wait a minute, that's not menopause, because that happens to mom and grandma. I'm too young. And then the next minute, you're fine. A patient of mine described it very eloquently to me. She says, you never know what you're gonna get.
Lovely.
So, and that's a real problem, because if you don't understand it, how do you expect everybody else to know about it?
Right.
And your doctors certainly are not helping you, because you go in with, I'm not sleeping well, I'm depressed, I'm tired, I have aches and pains, I'm gaining weight, and they go, here's your antidepressant. And that's a pet peeve of mine, because it's not a deficiency of Prozac, it's a deficiency of hormones.
So let's go through some of those symptoms so we know what to look out for.
A lot of women will start by saying they're tired all the time. They have night sweats, they have hot flashes, they're gaining weight, they're feeling exhausted, and they don't know what's happening to them. And it's real, but the big thing is, a lot of times people tell these women that you're crazy, or you're weak, or just go through it. And my message here to women in their mid-30s and onwards is that you're not crazy, you're definitely not weak, and you don't have to just survive through this. I want every woman to know that she can thrive through this period of her life. And as she's getting older, it's actually going to impact on her health. And she needs to take steps now, and she needs to be persistent and be her own advocate. You know, what happened was in 2002, when the Women's Health Initiative study came out, we became scared of hormones. So a whole generation of women did not get any hormone therapy, and a whole generation of doctors were not educated about hormones. So when you go and say, I want hormones, your doctor says, no, you don't, it's going to cause breast cancer. And you go, no, I heard that, you know, it's not going to cause breast cancer. So it's not going to cause breast cancer. It may actually protect you from breast cancer. It's definitely going to protect your brain, your bones, your heart, and reduce your risk for colon cancer. So don't be scared of it.
Let's talk about the transition from perimenopause to menopause.
Absolutely.
What is the difference? How will you know?
So like I said, perimenopause period can last for about 10 years. And the symptoms are exhaustion, fatigue, can't put my finger on it, not sleeping very well, hot sweats, night sweats, hot flashes, very similar to menopause. But in menopause, it's predictable, because now you're older. Now you're definitely going downhill. You're going to have vaginal dryness, bladder infections, you're going to have pain with intercourse. So you recognize menopause more easily than perimenopause. And the other big thing is, menopause is defined by going through a 12-month period without having any menstrual cycle. So you go through 11 months and then you have a period of bleeding, well, you have to start right back again. So you're not in menopause. So it's defined by a period of time, and then whether you call it postmenopause or continuing of menopause, you're never going to come out of that stage. Now you have that title for the rest of your life. But in that life, the declination of hormone is going to affect your health.
Okay.
And you have to be proactive to protect yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much for that information. Half our population will go through it, so
yes.
Good information to know. All right. Thank you so much, doctor. Well, clearly this is not something you have to suffer through or go through alone. For a free analysis, contact Longevity at the website you see right there on your screen.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by Longevity Medical.